So, I'm back. I am back. Welcome, welcome. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, I was live a little while ago, and I apologize if I freaked anyone out. I just very abruptly got off the live. I got off that live. I'm just like, look, Michael's gonna kick ass. I'm just gonna have me some tea. Yeah, no, everything is fine. But again, I really get on your guys' butts about listening to guidance from your higher self. And about how if you don't listen to the guidance from your higher self, you're probably going to get your ass dragged through the bushes. I wasn't trying to get dragged through the bushes. My hair was already flipped up. So I was like, okay, I get off the line. All right. So let's just jump into it. Real quick note. I did see on another platform that a special individual was really upset that I ended the live abruptly and said that it was whack. Fuck you, bitch. Get your reading somewhere else. If you don't give a shit about my personal well-being and safety, fuck you. I'm not going to do shit for you. Okay? And I'm not sorry. I'm just saying. I got the double stack staggered lashes on. Mama ain't taking no shit today. Plus, I have some peach teas. I'm feeling extra like Southern Belle. You must. Well, Southern Belles don't say that, do they? But I'm just saying you must be sensitive to my needs. Okay? I'm not some basic bitch. Excuse you. If my guardian says get off the live and his shit's on fire, I'm getting off that live. All right, let's get started. Let's just get started. I hope the people who were here, yeah, bless her heart. Oh my God, bless her heart. Yeah, no, she's banned. Hopefully she finds me here on YouTube so I can ban her here too. I ain't tripping, boo. I don't need no followers. I just need people who care about me the way I care about them. Stephanie Murdoch. Here you go. Photosonic. Stephanie, are you here? I think I did see your comment. Yes, Stephanie's here. Yeah, no, guys, you shouldn't have to apologize for having needs. You don't have to cater to people who are selfish. You don't have to be apologetic about having needs and taking care of yourself. I could have kept pretending everything was okay and stay on that live and get my ass fucked up. I don't know what was going on. But when Mikey says get off the live, I get off the live because he's never told me to get off the live. So my ass is off the live. All right, Stephanie, let me just, here we go. Always listen to your higher self, even if you don't understand why. I don't know what I just avoided, but I assume it's a big ass bullet. It's an RPG, and that ducked and covered. There's nothing cowardly about being intelligent. Muy inteligente. All right, let me find a song, Stephanie. But I am sorry if I scared you guys. Okay. Find a song. I'll open the link back up just for a little bit. I have a few of you who've already purchased expedites. I don't want to have everyone miss out on what they need. Part of the reason why I do expedited requests is for people who have to really be mindful of their budget, but want or need energetic services. And, that's why I do the expedited requests. I used to do them completely for free. People who know me from Facebook know for a long time, I did all of the expedited requests completely for free until I just couldn't do any more. And I found that, not necessarily being thankful to me, but people taking the work seriously and being accountable for maintaining the work that was done. It just didn't work out. I saw that I was enabling certain types of behaviors. And so this was a happy middle ground where people can get the type of energetic work they need done and, a little investment in yourself and take it a little more serious. So, Stephanie, breathe very deep and very slow. Breathe. You might feel a little discomfort in your chest. Thereto, Kayla, Mega Flame. From my heart to yours, may you feel what you were attempting on me. All right. Stephanie, how do you feel? I have had a fabulous Sunday. Thank you, aesthetics. What type of lion face? Oh, let me give you the link.
Okay.
Oh, are you going to comment it?
I just did.
Thank you, sir. I am back. Ah, you saw our Kai. All right. So if you would like to get an expedited request, please check out the link that both myself and Frey have commented. I have a very limited number of expedites today, and I will be shutting the link down early. Okay. You're welcome, Stephanie. Yeah, everything's okay, Monica. I hope I didn't freak you out. So what happened in the previous live stream, just to give you an idea of how I didn't get off the live because of you. Okay. Basically, you were encouraged to guess that number so that I would pick you, because the cards do apply to you in some way, which I still haven't figured out. But I also needed that same message. Well, not the whole message, but just the shut it down, because oftentimes I don't listen to Michael. I think he knew that. Paula, explain what is. I'd love to give you clarity as long as I know what clarity. It's my energy work. I wasn't taught how to work energy. I didn't read it from a book. I didn't take a class. This is something that I came into this life with my memories fully intact. I have a system. I now teach classes. The system is called Kokoro 33, and it's a very, very different system than any other system out there. It harnesses from 12th dimensional frequencies and higher. It has the ability to access core template codes. So it's definitely a different type of energy work. Okay, well, Paula Key and Pisces Divine are two totally different people. Yeah. I thought it was the same.
So Paula wanted to know what an expedited request is.
I'm so sorry, Paula. I thought that you were asking me what type of energy work it was. Obviously, I'm supposed to wear glasses. Okay, but yeah, expedited request is when I offer my services for a ridiculously discounted rate just for today, since I'm doing it live with all of you guys. Don't mind me, guys. Don't mind me. I've been a forest all day, and so I'm kind of a little extra. All right. Let's go ahead. Melissa Bernard. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and see. Let's see. Ooh, okay, not this deck. Immediately I was corrected. Okay. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and start shuffling. All right. La la la. Stephanie, are you feeling okay? Just want to check on you really quickly. Oops. Oh, good night, Maria. All right. Ooh. Let's go ahead and get the book. Let's get the book. So we got... That's funny. Trying to hide the whole suit. So, Melissa, you've got 4 of Swords, solitude, recuperation, exile, humiliation, abandonment, withdrawal. So it seems as though what I'm getting is something is trying to get you to withdraw. I don't think that's going to work. I don't think you're going to be isolating yourself. I don't think any of that is going to be happening. I just kind of I find that shit funny. Yeah. You had asked what your higher self wants you to know, and I think this is the kind of stuff that's going to be attempted, maybe very soon, or it's already started. Not sure, but notice the sword right above your head, and notice how you ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. That's your mess. That's your energy. Like, I ain't tripping. I got my juice. I got my snack. I'm about to take a nap. Try me, ho. That's the message. That's what your higher self is like. Try me, ho. Okay. Okay, you also got Lord of Wisdom, creativity, enterprise, generosity, an experienced family man, a lover of the outdoors, one possessed of great courage. Girl, are you having a visitor come over? I'm just saying. What is this about? Ooh, does he wear Uggs? What is that? Are those Crocs? All right, retract the clause. Okay. Okay. But yeah, it feels like someone's going to be reconnecting. I don't know if it's in real life. I don't know. Well, obviously, it's someone you already know if they're reconnecting. So let's see. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords, desolation, misfortune, life and death situation, the confrontation of karmic debts, need for daring and determination. So I think this came out for you the last time you had a Claire Tarot reading done as well. Something keeps trying. Something just keeps on trying with a sword. And it's like your higher self is just over this shit. Look at that. You're like, just these basic bitches with their pumpkin spice Uggs bullshit. So, I mean, I believe that you have everything you need. You have everything you need to deal with whatever these trifling tramps are trying to do. Okay, enough with the name calling, girl. Enough with the name calling. But I do want some clarification. I want to know additional info to give her clarity on what it is you're trying to communicate. We want additional clarity. Clarity. Here we go. Oh, okay. More BS coming. The Buffalo Stance. You have the Emperor in reverse. Immaturity, ineffectiveness, indecision, weakness of character, failure to control petty emotions. So it sounds like a little bit more BS. Whoever this is that's coming forward, whoever's energy this is, it seems as though they haven't finished cycles, certain type of cycles in their life that lead to growth and maturity. And they're really being brought back to you to help you with that. It might even be, what do you call it? Several people that are brought back to you. Oh, do you like pumpkin spice? I'm sorry. I was trying to be catty with someone else. Not you, Pisces Divine. Not you. I think she said, ouch, you just mentioned me with the pumpkin spice and the Uggs. I was trying to be catty with someone else because I'm not too spiritually evolved to be completely catty free. Meow, bitches. Okay. Nine of Swords. So you have the Nine of Swords, anxiety over a loved one, worry, despair. I think because you keep dodging, they can't quite pin you down. They've been throwing swords trying to pin you down, and you just juke to the left, juke to the, oh, that was the right. Just juking, dodging, weave. I think that's what's going on. I think this immature emperor energy has been trying to connect, and you just like, not today, motherfucker, not today. And then you also have Queen of Staves. Da-da-da. In reverse, jealousy, deceit, unstable emotions, fickleness, resistance, which kind of ties into all of this other stuff. So maybe these people, it might be several people. I don't necessarily feel like they're being brought to you to harm you, like intentionally. Excuse me. I think maybe what's happening is they're being brought to you to try and trigger old cycles to see if you choose to respond in a different way, in a way that's more in alignment with the level of growth that you've experienced in the past, year, because you've gone real far with your spiritual path just in the past year alone. You've really, really come so far, and maybe that's what this is, gifting you with a better understanding of the theories and techniques and life lessons that you've been really, really pondering on. So you've asked to learn more and see and hear and all of that stuff. And I think that's what these events are. They're opportunities for you to practice seeing the repeating of cycles, seeing when it's toxicity and needs to just be avoided altogether, and hearing when the words are true, when they're genuine, or if they're just playing a game. These folks, they don't be knowing. My girlfriend, she got it. She got it. So let's see. Let us go ahead and get started for your what's good but perception. What is good for one may not be good for another. Oh, why am I doing this? What you perceive to be bad for you may be good for me. So really, it's just, oh, okay. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and send you a screenshot of the playlist. This reads kind of as an additional message to you. Love me, still life, monochrome, the act of hesitation, cyclical outlaws. Okay. So this is, and love me is L period O period V period E period. So this is really an emphasis on every component of love and what love is, and loving yourself and allowing others' interactions with you to further ripen your understanding of how loving yourself can be expressed. And then still life remixes. So it's like you might feel as though you've become stagnant, but your higher self, your soul, is remixing everything. And as it's remixing everything, and you're over here feeling stagnant, that stagnancy can lead to a feeling of a monochromatic existence, just in the blacks and the whites. But if you really look at very skillfully done monochromatic images, like black and white photography, the shades, the nuances, seeing how the light and the shadow play together, that beautiful middle ground where so much potentiality occurs, is beautiful. So also the act of hesitation, cyclical. So you definitely, I'm going to show it to you, but you definitely have a lot of nuance in the messages that you're being sent, okay? So I'm going to start with your energetic portion. Flip mode. All right. You might feel some mild pressure in your chest. This chart's going to enter your arc of Kokoro. Breathe. All right. How do you feel? Hi, Kathy. I'm going to message you, Melissa, and explain that to you. Your higher self wants this to be a confidential thing. All right. Do you feel better? Does that feel better? That area, I mean? Perfect. All right. All right. Next is Dorothy de la Cruz. Okay. D so weird. De la Cruz. Is she not on? Okay.
Oh, there she is.
Okay. All right. Let's see what your higher self will share. All right. Excuse me. So I'm being shown what looks like stone walls. This looks like medieval times. You're like resting on a sword like this. It's a big ass sword. I see chainmail on you, armor. Now, this is not full on knight's armor. It's chainmail and then like a breastplate. All of this is made from metal that looks kind of like a pewter. It looks like some sort of alloy. It looks like a pewter grayish color. I can feel the helmet has like a nose piece that just goes down, and I can kind of see it. And then the top of it kind of goes up like a Hershey's kiss. You're okay. Are you sure you want to know this?
It's for her sister.
Yeah, I know. For D so weird. Are you sure you want to know this? Okay. You're sure. So what I get is that you're inside a section of like some sort of castle, and it is a very, very anxious, nervous feeling. You've come home from battle and it seems that you've lost. And now you have to answer to, I don't think it's a king. I heard vicar. What the fuck is that? I'm assuming that's like, I don't. Let me just Google that shit. What is vicar? Ooh, shit, girl. How you feel about religion? Are you kind of flustered with religion? Don't really resonate with you? Because I'm not in the window, so I can't see your comment. What is the first thing that pops up? It's in the Roman Catholic Church, a representative or deputy of a bishop. A vicar is a representative, deputy, or substitute, anyone acting in the person of or agent for a superior. So you're a non-practicing Catholic. Okay, so what I got, you were sent to a village to basically acquire the village. Okay. There was an official story that obviously supports the acquisition, doing it for the glory of God and whatever else was said. And you got there, you almost won, and then you realized what was going on. 99% at 5:59. You realized what was going on. The people in this village were being slaughtered by the men under your command to acquire riches. This has to do with the Knights of the Templar. I believe you were a Knight of the Templar. Oh, I got goosebumps. Good fucking guy. I got goosebumps. I believe you were a member of the Knights of the Templar, and you had to answer to why you didn't take what you came to acquire for the Roman Catholic Church, for the Vatican. Okay. And y'all can calm down because I'm a Catholic too. I have all my damn sacraments. Don't be judging. Yeah. So you came back. You were ordered to return, which you did, and you're basically sitting there to be handed judgment. They're going to execute you. They're going to execute you. So this goes real deep. This is one big ass rabbit hole that you done just opened up for yourself. Look into the Knights of the Templar. I don't think you were some, you know, grunt soldier, low rank. These people were working underneath you. These soldiers, these knights were beneath you. They were answering to you. So, of course, you were badass. You're a freaking Knight of the Templar. You're a badass. Look into their history. I once went down a rabbit hole for this, and I was in that rabbit hole for fucking days. I stopped sleeping and eating, and I just was fixated. I forgot most of the stuff already, though, so I'm not of any use for you to get information. That's the best you're gonna get. You're gonna have to look up all this information. Is that what they're freaking? Hold on, I just need to confirm this for myself. Helmet. Would you call that a helmet? Wow. Wow. I'm getting anxiety. Shit. All the people that were answering to you had these helmets on. Wow. I'm really having anxiety. Wow. Okay. Retreat from the rabbit hole. Retreat from the rabbit hole. I'm about to go down a rabbit hole my damn self. Oh my God. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if she worked under you. I wasn't shown anyone else's faces. I wasn't even shown yours. We were occupying the same vessel as I was remote viewing through it. So I want to know more too, but I still got to be live. Live's over. Let's go down the rabbit hole. Hold on, guys. Hey, did you close down the link?
No, you didn't tell me to.
Oh, could you please close down the link?
We were thinking about it.
Yeah. All right. Alexandra Lasky. Alexandra, are you here? No, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Definitely go down that rabbit hole tonight, girl. Go down that hole. Alexandra, are you here? All right. Oh, did
I don't see it.
let's give her time. Can you email her and let her know that we're back live? Thank you, sir. Kayla. I know your screen name. Your screen name is something MJ Girl Forever or something like that.
Yeah, that's it.
Is it MJ Girl Forever?
Uh-huh.
MJ Girl Forever. Is she here?
She was earlier.
Kayla? All right. So let's go ahead. If you could please email her as well. Cheryl Walker. Ooh, Cheryl. Is she here?
She was earlier.
You want me to sing it? You don't want me to sing it. Trust me. It's all tangled. All right. And Cheryl is here. Let's get some sounds. Excuse me. Dangerous. We're so dangerous. Our whole entire unit is dangerous. Breathe deep and slow. All right, Cheryl. I'm about to light your ass on fire, just like the song. You might get very cold. Your field is primed. The Arcturians are approaching. They're accessing your template. How do you feel? Fawad, it's okay to do both. Oh, I'm sorry, Fawad. The link was shut down. Forgive me. My brain is not fully here. The link was shut down a few minutes ago. All right. So the coding is still running. Okay, Cheryl? It's like I'm on fire and I'm frozen all at the same motherfucking time. Fire and freezing. Nice. Nice. Paula, if you got a receipt from your expedite purchase, then you definitely made the cut. As long as the transaction completed, then you made it. Okay. All right. Kayla, MJ girl forever. You're welcome, Cheryl. All right, she's here. You emailed Alexandra?
Uh-huh.
Thank you. All right. Oh, you're so sweet. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let's do this. Whew. Man, Cheryl got me now legit on fire. I don't have a shirt underneath. Damn. I know, the fan is already on. Cheryl, I'm getting a sweat mustache. Let me just. Oh my gosh. That's the most that I sweat. Woo! Dang, but I still feel frozen to my core. I'm assuming this is what dry ice feels like.
It hurts.
Okay. Oh my. What is going on here? So, Kayla, you have 2 of wisdom. Two of wisdom in reverse. Who took your pants off, girl? They took your pants off and they're lecturing you. First, they tied you up, and then they started lecturing you. So with this card, ignorance, injustice, literary gifts, a letter, financial distress. So if you're experiencing a bit of hardship right now, just know this is something intentional, okay? It's really helping to form your perception, to shift it in such a way that will help you elevate your dimensional consciousness, your level of understanding, compassion, all of that. All right, next you have 5 of love in reverse. This is hope, alliance, family reunion, ancestors, illumination. I think in the frustration and struggle. Oh, girl. Are you arguing with someone online? Do you want to tell someone off? Is that what it is? Do you want to tell someone off? So you have ancestors, family coming back, right? This is like a reunion. And those ancestors and family could absolutely be spiritual in nature. Now, when I grasped the gravity of this card made sense. That's your higher self freaking tied you to a pole and is trying to convince you not to act a fool like you half naked arguing with someone. I don't know if someone pissed you off and like you want to say something, you want to correct them, you want to let them know. But you haven't yet, and your higher self is like, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Even if you're not going to go full like ghetto on them, full ratchet, don't. If it hasn't happened yet, it might be something that is working its way towards you already, like some sort of tension brewing. Don't allow it to suck you back into old patterns, because you've made some pretty good progress for yourself. And so your higher self is really trying to get you to not return to old patterns. Okay, girl, especially with the holidays coming up. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Oh my. Oh my, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it, okay? And you can totally, it doesn't mean being a doormat if it is something that happens over the holidays. When someone starts with you, you can totally just be like, "Do you realize how you're behaving right now? Are you cognitive of the cycles that you're trying to initiate? I'm not going to participate in that." When you want to have an evolved type of exchange, let me know. But I'm not meeting you there. If you want to meet me here, where I'm at this point in my consciousness, we can definitely discuss it. But you're not bringing me back there, and just leave it at that. You know, just leave it at that, where that's an acknowledgement that no, you don't get to treat me like caca, but at the same time I'm not going to reflect that. Okay, don't, girl, you come real far already. You've come so far, don't go back to that. Eight of wisdom. So eight of wisdom in reverse. Oh, emptiness, conceit, insincerity, intrigue, dishonesty. I think you might be finding something out around the holidays. I think that's what's going to be. I think that's what's going to be triggering you or attempting to trigger you. You know what you do, boo boo? You cock your hand back real far and slap them and say, "I was trying to remove the demons from your ear, boo," because sprinkle some sprinkle some powder. And then cock it back, and then they're like, "What the hell did you I did not slap you. I was trying to exorcise the demon that was in your ear. You didn't feel that? You didn't hear that? You were reverting to old patterns, and I was just trying to help a motherfucker out. Jesus told me to." I think someone catty in your family is gonna try and like bring shit up, like old shit. I don't know if you have a relative that's constantly trying to point out how you failed at this, failed at that, that you know, basically you failed at everything because they're jealous. They're jealous is what it is, and they're being used as a Trojan. But this serves you if you allow yourself to respond rather than react, because react, you're giving her the power. Oh, it's a her. It's a her. You're giving her the power, you know, because now you're telling her you have the authority to dictate how I'm going to behave, how I'm going to feel. But when you kind of just pull back just a little bit, I mean, before the cocking back of the hand, when you just pull back from that a little bit and decide like, okay, how am I going to address this? What am I going to say? Then you retain all the power. You retain all of your power and authority. They're not dictating. Okay. You're a very non-confrontational. Yeah, good. Good. I think you're totally gonna I think you're totally gonna need to say something though. If you're a very non-confrontational person, then this might be a lesson of knowing, discerning when you should speak up, when you should find your voice, stand up and speak up. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be hitting people. I was just messing around. Don't hit anybody. It doesn't mean that you need to have full on like confrontational, angry type of exchange, but you do have to like, no, I don't know if you recognize what you're doing right now. I'm not going to join you there. If you want to have a very, evolved type of conversation, we could do that. So, I don't know, girl. I don't know. That's just what the cards give me. Do you see that? She says, slap them all. I mean, save them all. Oh my. Oh my. All right. So I hope maybe I'm just misreading, but it's a pretty specific feeling that I'm being given and very specific imagery. So hopefully I'm just misreading it and you have an amazing, amazing holiday season with your family. But let's see. Is Alexandra here?
I haven't seen her.
We'll be found there. All right. Michelle George. Michelle George, are you here? Oh, Alexandra's here.
What?
All right. She just wrote yes.
Okay. Hey.
All right, Alexandra. Michelle George, if you are here, we'll do you next. Alexandra, is there anything in particular that you want me to scan? Or do you want to just do a generalized scan? Okay. Let's go ahead and see.
Never pain in my back for a long time.
Is it more towards soft tissue? It looks soft tissue. I don't know that it's rheumatism though. Well, so rheumatism is an autoimmune condition. What I'm getting is that you haven't been fully accepting who you are, spiritually speaking, energetically speaking. You've been really fighting your process, your growth. It's been a difficult one. It's been a difficult one. It's affected your psoas muscle. And so there's a lot of compression. There's a lot of other muscles that are not holding the integrity of your skeletal structure in the way it needs to be. And so the muscle imbalances have led to compression. And in addition to that, because you've been struggling with that for a while, because you've been struggling with that for a while, the more you struggle with it, the more frustration you feel, the more frustration you feel, the more you attack yourself, the more you become bitter about your life and the path you've been on thus far. And so, I mean, it becomes a very slippery slope, which you keep sliding down. And it's not because of any like fundamental flaw. It's more of your perception. The programming that you received as a child has really affected the way you see yourself. Really, really affected the way you see yourself. Are you very religious? Is your family, the environment you grew up in, is it very religious? A lot of fear-based parenting tactics? Yeah, worry. Yeah, it's a lot of fear-based stuff that I was detecting, and you really pulled that in. You're an empath of a very elevated sensitivity. So what's gone on in order to help your mother cope with her life, you've taken on a lot of her worry, a lot of that really anxious energy, a lot of her wounds from life, her feelings of powerlessness, helplessness, having no voice, no say, all of that stuff. You keep pulling it into yourself, and you've begun identifying with it. And as you identify with it, with her wounds, not yours, you store it into your body, where you primarily store disharmonic energy. It's on your gluteus medialis, the top portion of your butt, and it kind of wraps around the hips a little bit. And so that's constantly tight. As you try and carry the wounds of the feminine, the right side has gotten tighter. It's like, yeah, she's an alchemical hypnotherapist. What does that mean? That sounds fascinating. I'm definitely going to have to look that up. I love the different branches of hypnotherapy. Very, very fascinating. You might want to consider seeing one of your colleagues that you trust. They might be able to help you with this. This stems from childhood for sure. It totally feels like it stems from early childhood. Did your biological father leave when you were very young? And if that's too personal a question, definitely just tell me that's too personal. Was he just not present? Like, was working a lot, not available emotionally? Wow. Aw, that's so sweet. Okay, so that might be the root of it. That definitely might be the root of it, where your mother felt very much, abandoned in some way, shape, or form. Abandonment, feelings of abandonment aren't always rooted in physical abandonment, like they've completely left. Sometimes when someone is just super busy and never home, and it leaves a very traumatic, lasting impression on an individual. So, yeah, I think a lot of your pain comes from your mother. Um, Not to blame her, because this is something that you have been taking in. She's not shoving it onto you. Um, she had no real idea of how to cope with her feelings. And so, because you have such a strong energy, even as a small child, just a very strong energy, strong willed, um, I wouldn't be surprised if she confided a lot in you and cried to you, and you became like her best friend and stuff. Yeah. Well, as you work on it with her, you also have to work on it within yourself. Okay. Because you're both in a need for healing, self-healing. And maybe the agreement between your souls is that this is allowed to occur. Her wounds are allowed to also wound you, so the two of you can see both sides of the coin as the healing is occurring. So definitely consider that. The rheumatism, usually if you have an autoimmune condition, which rheumatoid arthritis, I believe that's an autoimmune condition, unless I'm mistaking it with another condition. But autoimmune conditions is when you attack yourself mentally, emotionally. Okay. If you have a lot of harsh conversations with yourself, uh, it's your body allowing that to manifest into the physical flesh. On top of that, when you have one autoimmune condition, it's very, very common to have a secondary autoimmune condition develop. Very common. I would not be surprised if you have like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, um, celiac, some sort of digestive condition where you're intolerant of many foods. Do you have a swollen belly? Well, that's the thing. That's why you work with other people and help them so much, because you're not wanting to address. There's a part of you in the brain that is afraid to address inside. And so you look for other people to help. And these people are reflections of the parts of you that are needing to be addressed. So when you have clients that really, really touch your heart, take time after their session is done, take time and really sit and think, what part of their session is a reflection of me in my life? What was it that they're gifting me a deeper understanding of for myself? And usually, if you do something like that, if you're able to be really honest and open with yourself as you sit quietly alone, um, the things that your clients are triggering within you, they get a chance to heal. So instead of just using the client as a distraction from your own self healing, they then become one of your greatest tools, and really, really make it efficient how you heal yourself. Okay, your belly. I would definitely consider doing some homework on food intolerance. I don't. Food intolerance is not the same as a food allergy. It's not going to show up on an allergy test at the dermatologist. Intolerance is your inability to process the food for whatever reason. Okay. So I would definitely look up information on that. I don't think you can go to a traditional allopathic doctor and get testing. They don't even really acknowledge food intolerance or leaky bowel syndrome. I think you have leaky bowel syndrome. Um, you can find places online where you can do the testing. Most of them require a blood test. Some of them swabbing in the mouth. Um, I mean, you can find tons of information, tons. And naturopaths, they have a tendency to be able to help more with the leaky gut. It's referred to as hyperpermeable bowel. But allopathic medicine, they don't have an agreed way to diagnose, much less treat it. Okay, so um, well, some of the diets that help with leaky gut are not compatible with very high frequencies. And Alexandra, I think you have a very high frequency. So, try out the different diets, see what works for you. But typically, someone with your level of frequency, you're incompatible. There's a very high likelihood of being very incompatible with all grains, rice and corn included. Obviously, no gluten. Also, with nightshades, um, starchy, super starchy foods, we have a tendency to not be able to digest that. And the nightshades, the poison that's produced, it's highly incompatible with our system. Would this blockage cloud my trusting? Yeah, it would. It would. If you ask people who have celiacs or even just a gluten intolerance, when they consume gluten, even if it's just mild cross contamination, they're like foggy. They can't. If I consume even just a small bit of gluten, like a crumb, I'm knocked the fuck out. I'm like, I can't keep my eyes open.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to by myself.
Yeah. I know when the restaurant has lied to me about gluten. I'm lucky; it just knocks me out. But yeah, it's not good. It's not a good thing for your clarity. You probably also would be reactive to artificial dyes in your food. So it's going to be a whole life overhaul. But I promise you, if you are willing to invest in yourself, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be a financial investment, but it's going to take a lot of time and effort, planning, commitment. You can completely turn your health around. I used to have severe back pain, very, very similar to yours. A lot of muscle imbalance. My my disc would always pop out, and it got to the point where my chiropractor said that it's officially an advanced case of degenerated disc disease. Two of my discs, and he was encouraging me to talk to a surgeon to get it fused, and I was like, no, I don't think so. And by changing my diet, which I've been slipping up on, by changing my diet and really just working on embracing myself in my journey, I pretty much don't have that kind of back issue anymore. I used to be laid out for like a week at least, and my back would pop out of nowhere. If I get real upset, even if I don't realize I'm real upset, I can't walk for a week, literally. I'm in bed. I have to be carried to the bathroom. I don't even want to eat. Like, it's just a lot of craziness that I can tell it's very similar to what I experienced. I wouldn't be surprised if you're also experiencing fibromyalgia. With all of the influx, the frequency accretion that you experience, you have pretty advanced chakra blowout in your root, solar plexus, also your sacral. You have walls around the heart space. The throat is the lower portion has some blockages, and then the upper portion has free floating blockages. These structures look like little needles, and so you can articulate very well with clients, but when you get triggered with a personal interaction with someone else, like a personal relationship, those it sends a charge through the throat as you're going to speak your truth, and then they go like that. They're like needles. And They block you from speaking your truth and your needs. So oftentimes people, will take advantage of the fact that you're not saying anything, even if they see that it bothers you. They're like, well, she's not saying anything, so it must but not be that bad. So just, it might even be good for you to consider a private session. We can definitely correct the chakra stuff in one session, and then I think you have enough understanding to be able to maintain that work. Okay, I hope this helps you. I definitely hope this helps you. Just go to my website, emmeevolving.com, and take a look around and see what calls to you. You're very divinely guided. I think you'll know exactly what you need when you see it. Let's see.
Oh, Michelle is here?
Is she?
Yeah.
Michelle, my bell. Okay. So, Michelle, is there something in particular that you want scanned? Thank you, Alexandra. You said it was Michelle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her name is...
I had seen her comment earlier, I believe, but I don't remember the screen name.
Queen of Hearts.
There you go. She's like, I'm here. Is she here though?
She's not commenting.
Maybe there's
She
just a
was
lag
here.
on her on her end.
I told her she was next.
Okay. So let us see. She there now?
No.
Is she there yet? Is she there yet? Is she there yet? I'm joking. Just trying to annoy him, guys. That's it. I am so hot.
I know you are.
This guy. Okay. You know what?
Like somebody keeps commenting about that.
What?
I don't know.
About my hat?
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, Come and Go is a gas station. Okay? Get your minds out the gutter. It's a gas station. Okay. Oh, okay. So I don't think she's here right now. Let's go ahead and go to the next person. Claudia Caligari. Oh, no. Sorry. Fatima Morales. Okay. Oh, that's right. That's right. So let us go ahead and 1 hour, 13 minutes,
Michelle.
13 seconds.
Michelle is here.
What?
She just showed up. Queen of Hearts.
Oh,
And Fatima's here too.
okay. Well, I just said Fatima's name. So, Michelle, please don't leave. Please don't leave. You are next. All right. Let us get started. Can you see if she has a delay, a lag on her end? Can you ask her? Or wait for her to let us know if she does? So that we'll wait a little longer if she doesn't answer right away. All right, Fatima. Let us see. So immediately I'm being shown you have, okay, so 7 of shields in reverse. You've totally put yourself in a tower. You've allowed yourself to separate, like you put walls up and it makes it very difficult, very, very difficult for people to understand what you need, what you're feeling, why you're behaving the way you are. And it's not necessarily a need for anyone to say, like, oh, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. It's more of recognizing that a lot of this has to do with miscommunication or no communication at all. I wouldn't be surprised if when you get upset, you really just shut down. You won't say anything. Your higher self shows this image of you doing this with your mouth, like real tight. Like, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. You've closed off your emotions quite a bit, and I think you're reaching a point in your life where your higher self is going to force you to talk about your feelings, because you've held in a lot of hurts, disappointments throughout life, and the higher self needs you to begin processing this. So, oh, wait, what? No, that's the wrong one. Seven of Shields. So the meaning of this card in reverse: anxiety, embarrassment, indecision, self-doubt. So it really embarrasses you, really affects you when it doesn't look to other people, when you feel like other people look at you and don't see that you have everything together and life is very good. That need for perfection, to be perceived as perfect, it's going to always take you back to this point where you're isolated, not talking about your feelings. So 73% at 641. 7 plus 3 is 10, 6 plus 4 is 10, and then 1. It's a very binary type of existence. 1 0 1 0 1. It's a very, very binary existence. And so when you're just black and white all the time, people will reflect that. If you want to feel loved, you have to open yourself to receive love and give love, because it's a cycle. It's a circle, and it goes back around and around. What you give out, you have to allow to come back to you. Okay? So your next card, Knight of Swords. Wait, yeah, Knight of Swords in reverse. So there it is. You have a struggle. You're wearing armor. You don't want to allow anyone in. Even this looks like maybe family or kids, or um, oh, oh. This is going to get very personal. Is that something that's okay with you? I mean, if you want, um, are you sure? This is tied. It's this sense that the armor is tied to a child that's gone. Okay. And you're trying your best to still keep up appearances. I can feel you. So the wall behind you is blue, right? The wall behind you is blue, and blue is really indicative of Archangel Michael. The walls that you have up, you've built them up to protect you, because that's what Michael does. He protects. But what's happening is you're not able to move forward from a lot of the things that have gone on in life, like a lot of the things. And maybe see, you even have a blue sword. Mm. It's looking like one of your children has kind of looked away, and you want to connect. Whichever one of your children that's here, um, there's a lot of pain between the two of you. A lot of pain. It affects everything. Look, it's the 3 again. I don't know how many children you have, but it's the same three kept at a distance. They've crossed the bridge for you. They've crossed the bridge to try and reach you. And you have to decide whether you're going to allow it. Okay. This is the primary blockage that keeps all other relationships at a distance. Knight of Love in reverse. So again, yet another tower. But if you look here, the door is closed. If you look here, it was open and you were viewing, but now you've closed it. Oh, he's waiting. The relationship is waiting. He's holding a cup and he's waiting to receive, but you've closed the door. So if this is gonna work out, you have to begin really, really allowing your feelings. You have to allow yourself to be vulnerable. If you close yourself off, he's not going to wait at the top of the tower forever. You know, he's not. I'm being told that the thirst will drive any person insane. Okay. So let me get you a few more cards. Your higher self wants to give you even more clarity. So card number 19, dream a beautiful dream. You're at the very center of this, okay? All of these circumstance with children, with relationship, feeling isolated, you're at the very center of all of this. And so you're needing to shift something within yourself because the ripples of that change will definitely be felt by everyone. It will shift the entire, everyone that's around you. It's going to change how they see you, how they interact with you, everything, everything. Now, card number 31, trust yourself. I just heard you like, well, how would I even start that? What would I say? What am I supposed to say? Trust yourself. Everything in creation is behind you, supporting you. Everything, every different type of animal, from the air to the land to the water, everything is supporting you. Trust yourself. Allow yourself to grow. It's time for you to grow, okay? Card number 3, inspiration. So all of this stinging type of circumstance, because it's very, you feel very stung, okay? You feel very stung. Allow it to inspire you. They say that the hair is your personal power. Look how big and beautiful that power is. Look at the path that it's taking. This is the shape, the path that the soul takes as it rises back up to the greatness that it's meant to be, that it always has been. So you're needing to allow these bees to be a part of your growth, to be a part of your cycle of growth, because the plants need the bees to continue their cycles of life, to continue to grow, to continue to blossom and all of that. Okay. So that's what you're being told by your higher self. Oh my God, this is so... Okay. Do you want the final message from your higher self? If you want me to give it to you privately, I can definitely do that. If you want me to give it to you here right now, I can definitely do that as well. Would you like to receive the message privately via email?
Yes.
Well, she said yes, she wants the message, but via
Yes.
email? Okay.
Yes.
Let me just write it right real quick so that I don't forget it. Okay. I'm gonna forward this. Can you please email this to her right now? All right. So I thank you for letting me email that to you. I just don't, it's just uncomfortable for me. Um, and I hope the delivering of that message doesn't offend you. Okay. Um, let's see. Michelle George. Are you here, Michelle?
Shoot.
You're welcome. I hope it helps you. You're ready to heal. 66% at 651. 6666. 666 is not evil. Okay, first off. So 6 plus 6 is 12. 6 plus 6 is 12. 1212 is the start of a journey. These are the first steps being taken. 1010 is when you recognize a journey will begin. 1111 is when you begin to receive divine guidance for the journey. 1212 is when you're actually starting the journey. Okay. And if you look at the essence of the number 6, it's the number of receiving, of self-love. If 9 is the God code, 6 is a lower reflection. See what I'm saying? 9 and 6, well, supposed to be. So as the 9 allows the energies and the blessings to drip down, the 6 acts as a vessel to receive them. So all of those 6s, 4 levels of elevation of the number 6, it's time for you to receive. You're about to embark on the most beautiful part of your journey, your life. And it's scary. Okay. It's a very scary thing because you're so accustomed to how you've lived your life. It's not a bad life, but you're just accustomed to it. And it's very lonely. And I think what happens is once you take those steps and the healing begins, and it's gonna like boom, 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 a lot of healing real fast, a lot of changes. You're gonna just pause and be like, why didn't I do this sooner? Why did I just do this? I was being so silly. So definitely, definitely. Um, let's see. Okay. Oh, so Michelle, oh Queen of Hearts, you got a bio scan. Was there something you want scanned? Something in particular? Had she already written no, or is that the answer to my question? I'm confused. I zoned out. I'm so sorry. Did you want a generalized scan? Okay, we could just do a reading then. Let's see. All right, let us see. So you want to know what you need to do to move forward spiritually. Let's get you some cards. Those are beautiful hearts. Thank you guys for the hearts. Can we just fill the comments with hearts just because? It's just beautiful. All right, let's see. Ooh. Okay. You're being tested. You're very much being tested. All right. So this is all contained within the same cycle. Okay. So 3 plus 38. restore and replenish. You're being shown how basically you're feeling. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a very good representation of how you're feeling regarding this ascension cycle that you're in. It's been very difficult to understand why things are happening the way they are, difficult to process what the lessons are trying to teach you, just a whole bunch of very draining emotions and circumstance. Well, the key to this is in the buttons. And what do buttons do? They hold things together. So if you just try your best to hold it together and just keep observing whatever it is your higher self is trying to show you, then you definitely will get through this part. Falling apart, although it's not ideal, it's not what you really want, it can also help you. Okay, so there's no right or wrong. Don't think that if you're falling apart, that you're failing your journey. Okay, there's no failure in a spiritual journey. There just isn't. So if you fall apart, just know that means you're going to be rebuilt in a different way. You're going to be perceiving life and its circumstances in a different way. So continue to flow with that process. Which, card number 32, faith in the process. You're being stripped naked. You know, you're being asked to stand or lay naked in your truth. And that's kind of what's going on right now. You're trying to recognize all these messages that your higher self is giving you, and it's very difficult. It's very, very difficult. And that's okay. It's not meant to be easy. Card number 35, conscious connections. So here's the thing. You're not going to like me saying this, okay? You're probably not going to like me saying this, but I have to give the message as your soul is saying it. This is your higher self. Your higher self is using an umbrella to shield you from the storm. It's really trying its best, really, really trying its best to shield you from the unnecessary dark circumstance that you struggle through. It wants to have a very intimate connection with you. Your higher self wants to bond with you. It wants to regain your trust. It wants you to feel confident and comfortable enough in the guidance that you listen to it. And this is you. You are still too concerned with what other people are doing. I have to say the message as your soul is wording it, okay? They want me to quote. Comparison will not grow you. Spirituality is not a competition. And this is not my message, I swear. This is not my message. Your soul sees that you're looking at other people and their progress and what they know. And you're like, well, I don't know that yet. I don't know this yet. Oh, I don't practice that. And that's what's really creating blockages. You're trying to control where the energy goes based off of your observation of other people's journeys. And you just can't do spirituality by numbers. Well, you can, but it's not really going to get you anywhere except in front of walls. In order for us to divert the flow of water, because water is very much like energy, it will flow to the areas of least resistance. Okay. So just like with water, if you want to go ahead and direct where a river is going to flow, you create blockages. You dam that place up and it has no choice but to go somewhere else. And that's kind of what you're doing. Okay. Okay. So here's the thing. And I know of this personally, so you're going to like this. She says, I understand. I just am so ready. I absolutely thought I was so ready. I was like, I understand. I've read so much. I didn't really read that much. I read so much and I know I'm ready. I don't know why they're not letting me. And then I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. The things that I experienced were far beyond my ability to comprehend because emotionally and mentally, I hadn't experienced enough in my journey to have the tools to process that level of information. Okay. So really, it's not a competition with anyone else. It's more of your soul is trying to give you the appropriate amount of information that you can digest. And if it's going to give you too much, you're going to get indigestion. Okay. So there you go. We share that same hard headedness. We share that same hard head. I'm very hard headed too. Ain't that right?
Yes.
You're supposed to say no.
What?
You're supposed to say no.
Ain't that right? What?
That I'm hard headed.
Oh, yeah.
You said Jessica. So, yeah, this is really, you have to just full submission to soul. Why are the messages so intense tonight? Okay, this is another message from soul, okay, from your soul. You're being asked for full submission. Full submission is not just bowing. It's not just a genuflex, where you get on one knee. Full submission is forehead to floor, not an inch from the floor, not a quarter inch from the floor, forehead touching the floor. That is full submission. And if you're not going to fully submit, because you're as stubborn as I am, your soul has no problem taking its foot, putting it on the back of your head, and forcing that full submission. You don't want that. You really don't want that. That's when the greatest level of suffering occurs. The greatest level of suffering, unnecessary suffering at that. You can absolutely learn the lessons without that level of suffering. You're gonna stay in your shadow. What does that mean? I'm not familiar with that. I'm not familiar with that saying, to stay in your shadow because you've been lacking in your prayer in that way. Oh, okay. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Shadow work definitely can help, but if you haven't done the inner child work, the self love work, the shadow work is the way your higher self will put its foot on your head and force your forehead to touch the floor. I highly recommend you do self love work and inner child work before you do anything with shadow, because that's I'll let you decide for yourself, your higher self. I don't want to be in trouble with your higher self. Your higher self says she's been told enough. Yeah. She ain't playing. She ain't playing. She's just very matter of fact. She's been told enough. Yeah, focus on the inner child. Um, and then you'll know your higher self will really guide you towards the shadow work when you're ready. But there's a lot of inner child work that's needing to be done first. Okay. So I hope that helps you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So let's see. Next is Miss Deb Lashbrook. Miss Deb Lashbrook. She's the animals. Well, girl. Okay. Let's see. Let's get you clarity about these animales. My animals are driving me nuts too. No, they're not. I put my chihuahua in a newborn onesie. The one with the feet attached. It was like a gray onesie with fluffy white bunnies on it. Oh no, I think it was a pink onesie. I don't remember. But since I put her in there, she's useless. Deb, put Siren in a onesie. I put Joy in one, and she rolled off of me, and she just like closed her eyes and gave up on life. I was like, what the hell's wrong with you? Why are you not moving? Put her in a onesie. I appreciate you too, Queen of Hearts. Oh, thank you, Kayla. I did break her. Oh God, that's true. That's true. She'd have to sit still for that. Okay. Oh, dear God. Okay. No, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I know, Mikey. I know. The other deck? Okay. Your higher self, he said the other deck. Let us see. Oh, I think, oh, you are so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, Deb. Eight of Shields. Huh. You guys are standing in the roadway, looking at each other. What does this mean? I don't immediately get a message. Eight of Shields. Appreciation, completion, luck, love, agricultural events, festivities, progress, reassessment, reconsideration. Are you thinking of getting rid of Siren? Don't. Don't get rid of her. She'll outgrow it. Or she might not. I don't know. I think this has to do with the kittens. I think this has to do with the kittens. Because the next card is the death card. Shit. Oh, good God. Okay. It's affecting you too much. It's affecting you too much. That cycle of unnecessary suffering has to end. Okay. It's really affecting your health. And I think what's going on is your husband is ready to let them go. He don't care. And you've been the one that's blocking the way of them leaving, the kitties. Actually, does he not like any of the animals? Is he just anti-animales? There, you got someone who's willing to take animals. Oh my. He likes the dogs, but the other animals. I think basically, girl, he's tired of you feeling sick. His higher self says it makes you grumpy, and he don't want to deal with it. 56% at 707. 567. So change, leading to divine order. Okay. So yeah, I think the cats do have to go. I think you do recognize that it is probably that affecting your health. So Ace of Wisdom. All right. Ace of Wisdom in reverse. Fool's Gold. Oh, shoot. So this was stacked with the Witness. Fool's Gold, definitely an attempt to kind of trick you. Okay. It's this sense that there might be someone who comes to you and presents an opportunity for you to make quick money. I mean, obviously nothing illegal, but like a business opportunity. They just need a little bit of investment, blah, blah, blah. Hands off, and just witness how that implodes, because that's a hands off. Don't do it. I feel like it's probably a business type venture, but it also could be like a social type thing. Okay. And I think the person that comes to you with this idea, I don't think they're a scammer, but I think they're about to get caught up in unnecessary struggle for some reason. So card number 24. The heart of the sky. The heart of the sky is the love force that makes all creation possible. This same force is present when you create with originality, when you bring formlessness to form or inspired ideas to expression. This primeval force does not know good or bad. It's up to us to provide the clear intention that will guide it to manifest. The heart of the sky helps us call in beauty from the invisible world and birth it into a world of matter. So maybe, because this was with the kitties needing to leave, maybe you find a beautiful way for the kitties to address that kitty issue and regain your health. Okay. I definitely feel like you can make this into something that's not, no, don't do it. Don't do it. I think that's no, I don't think that's your higher self telling me that. Don't participate in it, Deb. I don't know what it is, but don't participate in it. Card number 27, the hunter. Before the dawn of agriculture, we hunted in the forest to feed our kin. The hunter never takes more than what the village needs to survive, often taking only one creature, the good kill. Don't be the good kill, Deb. Don't be the good kill. They're trying to take you out, girlfriend. No, I'm joking. This is about recognizing that what you have in life, obviously we always want more. We always want to be more stable, more comfortable, all of that. It's not about, it's not always a greedy thing to want more, okay? But you don't need more. It's that more opportunity, the opportunity to get more, that's really going to get you caught up. Okay. It's going to create an imbalance in your world. Right now, your karmic load is not one that is imbalanced. You're processing through things and everything is, energetically speaking, going beautifully. I mean, it might not feel that way, but energetically speaking, everything is going beautifully. So you have to make sure you don't allow any opportunities for something to trick you into an imbalance, because that imbalance, good God, we don't want that. We don't want that. The kitties do have to go, though, unfortunately. I'll take them. Frey is going to kill me. He's going to kill me. No kitties. He will legit have a fit, which, because I'm so blessed with a husband that I have, it would just be no kitties. And then like, you got kitties. Yeah, I don't like it when he gets quiet like that. It's just too much for me. All right, let's see. Paula Key. Paula, are you here? Hold on, guys. I'm having an issue right now. Just hold on. Let me figure myself out. Paula Key, is this you?
No, that's not her.
Okay. Hey, Holly.
No kitties.
Hold on. Sorry. All right. I'm having an issue. All right. Freaking the things women have to endure. That goddamn contraption. Oh, pop my back into place. All right.
How flash dancing.
Yeah. How about I flatten? Stop. Paula Key, are you here? Paula Key. I don't think she's here right now.
She was here earlier.
Let's go ahead. Kathleen Humphreys. Okay, Kathy's here. So, Kathy, breathe very deep and very slow, like Ferris
Yeah.
Bueller. Ferris Bueller. All right. Let us see. Mm. All right. How do you feel? Awesome. Make sure you stay seated until you are sure that you're, not dizzy. Okay. Thank you, Kathy. Let's see.
Oh, Paula was it.
Yes, I saw Paula. Thank you, Daddy.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Paula, let me just get the cards. Let us see. Whoops. All right. Okay, it seems, did you just recently break up or are you single right now? And this is for Paula Key. Because you got card number 1 after the storm. You just went, oh, it might not have been, just recently, but you did recently go through something pretty intense and you got out of that with your sovereignty intact. Okay, you accessed more wisdom going through that life lesson. And now card number 5, following your own rhythm. You're needing to dance your own dance. Okay, no more choreographed steps. um, you have to begin losing your fear of being in your shadow aspects. Lots of your parts are coming up and wanting to be acknowledged by you. A lot of your life lessons have to do with acknowledgement of self, the things that you've lived through, what exactly you've survived, and more than just hashing out like what you've been surviving. You need to begin recognizing that you can actually thrive. You can now give yourself permission to begin thriving in life. So, card number 33, heaven sent. You're being given a lot of information by your higher self, but I think what's going on is you're kind of dismissing this information as your imagination. It's just a coincidence, all of that good stuff that we all pretty much do. You have to begin really just accepting the information as it is. Like, okay, my higher self is letting me know this. Higher self, can you give me confirmation? I want you to show me something specific and name something specific. And your higher self usually will give you that confirmation. Okay, I'm just going to pull a couple more cards. But this feels like you left a relationship, and that was the best move for you. But you're kind of questioning it. I don't know if you actually left the relationship, but that's the initial feeling that I'm given. That the relationship ended and you got out of it. You got out of it with yourself intact. Two. So we have Two of Cups in reverse, unsatisfactory love, false friendship, troubled relationship, divorce, separation, crossed desires, misunderstanding. So this is the confirmation. Things were not good. Page of Staves. Page of Staves. A loyal person, an envoy, emissary, trusted friend, a stranger with good intentions, a bearer of important news. So the gist that I get is as you begin to do your own thing, dance your own dance, your higher self, your soul, then brings to you a person who is in better alignment with what you need, where you're at on your journey, and all that good stuff. So someone you can trust, someone that won't hurt you just because they can. Won't hurt your feelings just because they can, just because they know where to cut you. Let's see. And I'm kind of being given the feeling, if you did end a relationship, it's a feeling that you ended a relationship with a narcissist, like clinical type of narcissist. Let's see what this is. 4 of Coins in reverse. Ah, shit. I was going to say, I feel like he's going to come back. There's a probability. The card confirmed it. Where is it? Setbacks in material matters, opposition to further gain, suspense and delay, spendthrift. Okay. Who's gaslighting? Careful where you throw that term. But Paula, it seems like you're well on the way to healing, and it's going to trigger the person. If what I'm reading is accurate, it's going to trigger the person, because narcissists really never get over whoever their target is. They never get over it. Okay. They always have some sort of story as to how you did them wrong in their head, going over and over and over again. And when they see you moving on and, having a life that's better than what they were able to provide, or just moving on, period, it tends to drive them crazy. So definitely expect that. Okay. Paula, I just finished your reading. Oh, man. Okay. Well, Paula, I guess you'll have to come back and watch the replay. Luckily, it's the last expedite of the night, so you won't have to go through too much. Thank you guys so much for joining me and spending time with me tonight. Apologies again that I had to end the first live stream so abruptly. Thank you to everyone who was very understanding and patient with my need to make sure my health and safety was okay, because that was weird that Michael freaked out that way. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Wait, what is today? Sunday. So I'll try and go live again sometime this week, probably for an energy update. Aside from then, I'll see you guys again next weekend. Bye.